So Captain Marvel is now advertising because it's coming out on DVD and to buy. And people are still mad at Captain Marvel. I can understand why people were mad at her original comments. It's never a good idea to isolate some of your fan base like that, especially when lots of fans of Marvel are men and boys. So I understand her original comments about we don't want white males giving critiques of this movie because it's not meant for you kind of thing. I understand how those comments would not be liked by a lot of people, but you know how many times someone has said something in their personal lives? How many times a man actor or an actress has said things that doesn't ever make me care about not seeing the movie? It really seems that people stuck their feet in the ground and really dug their heels in on this one because I'm not really sure why. I know it's the original comments, but the hate that has continued afterwards, even showing up in the ads on Twitter, just seems very off base. It seems very weird. You think that people would still have problems with like Mel Gibson making movies, or maybe some of the other things that celebrities have done that have been immoral in the eyes of the fans. But it really seems to be this specific issue about a woman lead and talking about feminism and talking about these types of issues that really get the fanboys going. Now, I couldn't really think of an instance of another movie where the person's personal life or what they said on tour had this much of an effect on the actual movie. And I recently saw the movie. I didn't think it was the greatest movie, but I still enjoyed it. I thought the CG was good. I thought her powers were pretty awesome. I actually thought Brie Larson, there's other movies where I found her to be pretty bland. I didn't really like her in Kong Skull Island. I thought she was pretty bland in that, but as far as like having personality and charisma, I thought she actually was kind of cute in this role. I thought she actually had some good lines, and I thought she played the character fine. If anything, it was the plot of the movie. It was the movie as a whole, not really her performance. And I have this sneaking suspicion that a lot of people who haven't even seen the movie just shit on it because of her as a person. Now, you can go ahead and do that. There's nothing wrong with that per se. I just think that it's just strange. I find it to be strange in this area that people care so much about this movie, given what the actress said. Now, let's look at a few of the comments here. No, I don't think I will. Well, it's kind of weird, like you would even say that to an ad on Twitter. You know, just go past the ad. If you don't want to watch the movie, don't watch the movie then. And as far as bad Marvel movies go, I thought Ant-Man 2 was pretty bad. I thought the original Thor was pretty bad. So this isn't the first bad Marvel movie. And also with what a lot of people are saying is that a lot of the feminist stuff, third wave feminism, was pushed into this movie. I didn't really see that. Maybe apart from a few small moments in the film, it's not like they pushed this narrative of women power down your throat. Like that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I think most people don't like politics being pushed in their face. And for some reason, girl power or representing strong females on screen has become synonymous with feminism. And obviously because it is, but it doesn't have to be. It's not like it's not like a movie that has a strong female role has to be about feminism. And I didn't really see the correlations to feminism in this film other than that one of it being a strong female role. She was like a pilot. She kicked ass. But she wasn't perfect either. It's not as if she was a perfect character. She had flaws and she had to work through them. So it's really not that big of a deal is what I'm kind of trying to say here. This person says hard pass. No, sadly, it was not a good movie. Captain Marvel was not a likable character. Larson was disappointing. Well, that's your opinion. Pass. Movie is bland. Brie Larson is not good in this, or in most things, really. I thought she was good in Room. That's how she got her start, and she was pretty good in that, I thought. Watched it, and the worst Marvel movie by far. Complete waste of money. Definitely not the worst Marvel movie by far. I hated Ant-Man 2. I thought that was trash. Higher, further, faster. It's just literally every single comment is about how they hate the movie. You can always tell who didn't watch the movie and is just mad about the fact that it's a woman lead by their comments on here. Now, I would also take issue with that. I don't think it's necessarily because it's a woman lead, because we do have woman leads. It's the fact that Brie Larson's comments set people up thinking that the movie was going to be all about that. They set it up. She did, I think. It was a lot on her part, tried to push it as like a feminist film. Even though the film isn't based around that, it's based around an alien who comes to Earth and is a woman. And if she deals with any problems that come about with being a woman, I would say they're represented in reality. I would say that it's art imitating reality in the instances where she was like catcalled in the film. To say that shit doesn't happen to women is just denying reality. Not until it's in the remainder bin, and perhaps not even then. Oh, you told this freaking Twitter ad, didn't you? Just here for all the fragile dudes who insist the movie that made 1.1 billion was actually a total disaster. Right. No, it is funny. People still talking about how no one wants to buy it when obviously a lot of people have bought it and it's made them a lot of money.